kind of ish.
Check.
Yep.
So, okay, we're just gonna do a check with the viewers. Vemloves, can you hear us now? You guys can talk also so that they can try
Check,
to hear
check,
your
bra,
voice.
bra, yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear Simon, Mike, and director AJ?
Tang, tang, a walla walla, a bing bang.
You?
All right. You guys stand by with your 36 questions I created on our Google Docs. Oh my. Have you guys had the time?
Mike looks utterly confused.
No, now he looks like he's focusing or something. Now, he can change his facial expressions really, really fast. It's a talent that he has.
Oh.
Oh, Vemlov says Mike is soft. Can you make yourself, I don't know, louder somehow?
Oh, okay. Hi. How's that? I hope that's
should be
better.
That sounds better to me. All right, let's start with intros. Hi, everybody. I'm Lazara. This is the Behind the Screens podcast first episode. The first episode is called 36 Questions That Lead to Love. So I'm just gonna give a really quick intro of myself, and then everybody else will do the same. So I'm Lazara, streamer since 2014 and shoutcaster since 2019. I play lots of games and I like chatting. AJ, your turn.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Director AJ. I do weird shit. What do? I do accents, I do horror games, I do basically anything I'm bad at. What I like to say about my channel is that if you've come here for bad gameplay, mediocre accents, but an amazing community, you've come to the right place. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about forming community and building bonds and chatting. As
Well,
Lizarra
Jumper
would
Jack
say.
asked if you're a game director.
I am I am a film director actually. So I direct films. Yeah. And I'd like to think I'm a bit of a life director as well.
Interesting.
I'm a chucker. I
Okay.
haven't hosted yet.
Mike?
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Stuntman Mike, and
Who's Stuntman Mike?
he's a stuntman. Well, it's a character from a Quentin Tarantino movie, and which I kind of like. It's an interesting character. So I guess a little about me. I guess I like movies. So AJ, if you're making one, please consider me. And, well, I guess you'll know. We'll know more about each other as we go along, and I'm happy to be here. I'm a newbie at streaming and stuff, so I'm glad to be here. This is actually my first stream.
Oh my god, it is his first stream. Let's give a hand to the newcomer.
Thank you.
Let's
you
go.
guys, do you have your Twitch and Facebook chat open? Be
I do.
sure to say hi to the viewers by name.
Oh. Jumper Jacks, I do by the way have an IMDb page. It's got like one credit in the moment because that's the only like official project I've been on so far. There's been a couple of others that haven't made the rounds into IMDb yet. But yeah, it's here.
Hey, Mike.
I'm not
actually...
famous. I'm not super duper famous.
Oh yeah, he does have his own IMDb, which is so interesting.
I don't think I've ever shared this with you, Lazara. There you go.
I think I have seen it.
Okay, now I can't post links. I can't post links. Oh well, that's gone.
I can always permit you. Permit at director_AJ.
As if you haven't permitted me before this. 60 seconds, that's all I get? Oh my god. There.
Hey, Mike.
Your message
want-
was not sent because it's identical to the last. Listen, okay. Potato. Nah.
There we go. Now you can go ahead and check out his IMDb page. Known for
With the one
discomfort.
credit on it.
Second unit director,
Yes.
assistant director.
I create discomfort.
Mike, you can actually speak out loud if they talk to you in chat.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the tip.
All right.
I will. Hi, Jumper Jacks.
Yeah, you should go ahead and say hi to everyone that you haven't said hi to yet. Them loves as well.
Okay. Hi, Vems Love.
Thank you, by the way, for your help, Vems.
I think we only have 2 hours for this podcast. Am I right?
Mhm.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Some
Yep.
people gotta go. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Oh,
How about this?
All right.
Okay.
Why don't you run us by what we're actually doing today, Lazara?
We are going to be answering 36 questions or less. Questions that lead to love. And each of us are going to answer it. We'll go in a circle. First with director AJ, second with stuntman Mike, and third with Lizara. So yeah. This session
all right.
is
You're
mostly
putting me on the
to-
spot here, making me answer all the questions first, eh?
yeah.
You are at the top.
Yeah. So basically, there was a study by a
Mm,
psychologist,
mm.
and they came up with 36 questions that you can ask each other to strangers, and they say that it can lead to increased intimacy between the two, and accelerate any feelings you might have to each other. So it's a pretty famous study. I think it went viral in a New York Times article. And I think if you're familiar with the Big Bang Theory, they did an episode on that as well. So we thought we're gonna try those questions and see whether we'll see where it goes.
Thank you for spitting the facts, stuntman
Okay.
Mike.
All right.
All right, let's see if this
Brah,
leads
brah.
to even
Stuntman
more
Mike.
intimacy between us. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask the question.
What is the main purpose of this? Are we trying to fall in love with each other?
The main purpose of it is to get to know each other better. And I think it's a great topic to start with as an
Okay.
introduction to this podcast.
Fair enough.
Cool. Ready to start?
Yep, let's go.
Okay. First, Director AJ. Given
Yes.
the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Anyone in the world.
Dead or alive?
Well, it can be both.
Dead or alive?
Or both dead and alive?
How can you both be dead and
Both
alive?
dead
I
and
know you
alive?
said can be both.
No, not at the same time.
Schrodinger's death. I don't know.
Zombies.
Lol.
Oh, maybe if you
That's
have
right.
zombies,
What if?
you want to invite. Yeah. Well, I guess it can be someone dead or someone alive.
Ooh, who would it be? I think.
Yeah.
If it would have to be anyone. Oh shit! I'm about to get real personal on question one alone. Oh boy, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. This is about to get real deep, real fast.
Okay.
It would have to be my dad. I think it
Aw.
would have to be my dad.
Give us some background on your dad.
Yeah. What do you call this? Yeah. So my dad, what do you call this? Passed away when I was 11. That was a long time ago. No need to apologize. It's all good. But yeah, I think especially in the last couple of years or so, I would have I would have liked to. I think I would. I sort of, like I've had longings and sort of like, you know, thought to myself like, I wish my dad could see the man that I've become today, and what whether we could converse as we did back then, yeah, or probably in a bit more of a mature light. Sorry again, I just realized I just like oof, deep. Let's go, let's do it.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
AJ. Mike?
Okay. So for me, anyone in the world, then I guess hmm, I'm gonna say Bill Watterson.
Ooh,
Tell
okay.
us about this.
I mean, I guess he's the guy who drew the comic books for Calvin and Hobbes, which is a comic strip that's published in a lot of papers. And I've been a Calvin and Hobbes fan since I was young.
Yeah.
And I used to have a scrapbook where I would cut off the strips and paste it into my scrapbook. Yeah. Uh, I still have those scrapbooks, and now I think I have all his collections. Uh, Most
Mhm.
expensive book I bought was his Calvin and Hobbes special edition collector's item
Oh.
digest. So that cost me like 700 ringgit
Oh my.
in
That's a whopper.
Oh,
yeah
there's a lot.
yeah. So that's the most expensive book I've ever bought. So he's a bit of a recluse. So I guess
Yeah.
I can't meet him otherwise. So it would be nice to meet and have a
Right.
chat.
Okay, so he's still alive.
I think so. I think he's a painter now somewhere. He just stopped
Okay.
drawing comic
Painter,
strips
what?
and became a painter and
He's
artist
the
of
new
some
Bob
sort.
Ross.
Yeah.
Cool. I do wonder what would you talk with him about?
I don't know. He's a recluse, so maybe I need another guy who can be, sort of the life of the party. So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Question
Jumper
about that.
Jacks.
Would
yeah.
you like? So why was this comic strip in particular very influential to you?
I don't know. I just kind of like it. It's funny. It's smart. It's different. The artwork is very unique.
Mm.
And normally comic strips they come in a set formula. You have 3 panels, and for the weekend strips you have 2 like throwaway panels, and there's a set format to it. But when Watterson came, he changed that because he wanted
Mm.
to make comic strip an art form, and
Right.
I think he succeeded. He really changed the way people view at comics in
Hmm.
newspapers. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, me?
Lizara?
Yes.
I would choose the Prophet Muhammad. Because, well, he definitely doesn't need any introduction. I have just so many
What if he does?
questions to ask, and like, because through life, like, you need guidance, and what better person to ask than him?
Mm.
That's it. Second
It's true.
question.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you wouldn't go like straight to the source. Like, I don't know. Would you go to Jesus or something like that? Yeah. Why wouldn't you go to Jesus instead? Because I mean, I understand as like within certain faiths, you're kind of like like it makes more logical sense to choose that, but they've all got the same common denominator.
Because I'm much more familiar with Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, question 2. Would you like to be famous? In what way? AJ.
Oh shoot, You have to start with me. Look, for set two, we're gonna have to let's redo the order, okay?
What?
Swear to God.
We already
Um,
decided.
Yeah, I know you decided. I was like, oh, I just eat my Maggie.
You're like at the top of me. Stuntman Mike is like to the right of you.
I'm sorry, what? Do you wanna
Yeah.
do you wanna correct yourself over there?
Oh,
No,
Jumper.
I'm just gonna leave
Sorry,
it
I,
like that.
I see Jumper is also a Kevin and Hobbs fan.
Yep, that's right.
So, yeah, that's another Kevin and Hobbs fan.
Hey.
Yeah, it hasn't been
This-
adapted
he's-
because he insisted on drawing each strip himself. So he drew it himself, he colors it himself. So even when the strip became popular, it's still pretty much just him. And he refused to make any license for the comic strip.
There's like a Calvin and Hobbes movie though, isn't there?
No, there's no Kevin and Hobbs movie, there's no Kevin and Hobbs toys or shirt.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he just refused to commercialize his strip because he said that his strips convey some real message, some important message, and he doesn't want to cheapen it. And that's why I
okay.
think ultimately
Alright,
why he
that's fair,
quit
that's
doing
fair.
the strip because he couldn't have control over all those things anymore.
Oh. You know like deep stuff
Shoot, I just
about this.
realized.
Oh yeah. I've been a fan since I think I was 12 or something.
Hi Joshua
Nice.
Rees. Good morning. Okay, AJ, you.
Who was that? Sorry. Oh, crap. All right. All right. So the question is, would you like to be famous, and why? Yes, I would like to be famous in a way that recognizes my, like, obviously, what do you call this? Like, I don't think I want to be Hollywood superstar, sort of famous in the sense that, you know, like, I don't think I want to be so famous that I can't walk down the street.
You don't want to be Steven Spielberg.
And look, I don't mind being Steven Spielberg. I think, look, I don't think, I feel like Hollywood in general and like the culture around, like, you know, things like MTV and all that kind of stuff, they'll be like, oh, that actor just did this and wore that and did all of that, and that's been most of the coverage, right? So but
Yeah.
there's not as much of that kind of coverage for filmmakers, which I think is nice, right? You don't hear like, you don't hear TMZ reporting on what Martin Scorsese wore to the Oscars, you know. So they're not gonna chase him down the street or anything like that, or like surround his house with paparazzi or anything like that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'd like to be recognized, but I don't want to be like,
Harvey Weinstein or
to
Roman
be
Polanski.
showered. Oh God, please don't. That's not. Yeah. Basically that. I don't want to get showered in what do you call this? In all this attention in the world. I'm actually a rather like sort of chill person when I'm not screaming. When I'm not screaming high pitched at Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. So I'm that's where I like to be. Yeah.
Okay.
That's English, right? I speak English.
Close enough.
Hi, Joshua. Much love, friend.
Mike, your turn.
Okay. No, thank you. I would not like to be famous. Yeah, I think the best thing is to be rich but not famous. That's the best thing.
Oh,
Why?
Then,
oh, okay,
then you can. Then nobody cares what you do. You can be up to no good, and if you screw up or anything, it won't be in the news.
You know,
Yeah.
he's
Cool.
not wrong. He's
Hi,
not
Sto
wrong.
Domingo.
The best thing is to be rich and powerful but not famous. Yep.
Want to pass the ball?
I think I share your concern. I wouldn't like people to to follow me around with cameras and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
AJ, you want to be famous?
I do, but only in a way that recognizes my
Work.
what do you call this? My accomplishments, not
Okay.
necessarily just work.
Jumper Jack says, so Stuntman wants to be John Lowe?
Well,
Which one's John Lowe?
Jono.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I guess. Well, he's infamous, so I don't want to be that also.
no.
Yeah. I like to be,
Jono.
someone to control things in the background.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
You're more of a You're more. What do you call this? You're more of the tactician than you are the face of the front forward face of the thing. Aren't you?
yes. I
Mm.
don't like to be the front forward face. I want. I don't need credit. I want cash.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, you know what? I'll save that question for next time. Don't worry. We can. Lazara?
Would I like to be famous? Yes. In what way? In a way that I can influence people in a good way. I can cause some sort of small positive impact within the world.
Yeah, but you don't need to be famous to do that. I suppose.
I would like to do that while being famous
Ah,
as an influencer, see?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
So like a mass
Um,
scale kind of.
whatever, like,
I know, right? What do you call this? Jumper Jacks.
that's a good quote. I don't want credit. I
Jumper
want
Jacks had
cash.
that amazing quote over there. We should
Yeah, I
we
love
should
it.
like put it on a what do you call this? On a little.
We should put it on a plaque.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
Best one-liner ever. Yeah, so as such an influencer, I would hope to inspire other people to follow in that step. Okay.
Would you like to be Kardashian
Okay.
famous?
Wait, does that mean including what they're known for or like their level of famousness?
Well, for me, I'm not very familiar with them, but they seem to be famous just from the TV show, for being a Kardashian rather than anything they do.
I wouldn't mind being that famous. Okay, next question. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say? Why, AJ?
It depends on the nature of the telephone call itself. Um, I think if it's like a job or something like that, or like a client, I tend to actually no. To be honest, I don't. Like I do have to psych myself a little bit. Not psych actually. Actually, I have to calm myself down a little bit before I start like certain phone calls for jobs and stuff like that. But generally, I try not to overthink it. I try not to stick to any one particular script because I think that sort of constricts you in your ability to sort of think on the fly. Like, what if they ask you something? Excuse me. Like, if you think of what's going to happen in a conversation, right? You think about what you're going to say, and then you have to think about what they're going to say, and then you have to think about what you're going to reply to that based on the different answers that they could possibly give, right? And I'm like, nah, that's too much overthinking. No, thank you. Yeah. um Having said that, like if I'm, yeah, again, like if I'm calling like a client or an actor that I want on my film, I may go a little bit like, hey, this is blah blah blah. I'm I'm working on that film. You guys, we'd like to have you in for an audition, all that kind of stuff. I've got a pretty preset thing that I've sort of thought up in my head to say. Do I rehearse it out loud? No, not really.
Okay. For me, not necessarily. I don't think generally I don't do that before I make a phone call. I don't really rehearse. I think there have been a few times when I've done that, but it's a special case rather than something I do routinely. But I
Mm.
always have like imaginary conversations in my head. It's not a
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
before a phone call, especially sometimes if you have a fight with someone, and then you just
Mhm.
imagine the fight. Okay, he's gonna say this, and I'm gonna reply with this, and then it's gonna look
Actually, yeah,
stupid, and it's gonna be embarrassed. And yeah, yeah, I have that sort of
I've definitely done that
thoughts.
before as well.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
guilty of
and
that.
yeah, so that's it's not healthy, but oddly satisfying to do that from time to time. But phone calls, no. I might say a prayer if I'm making an important call.
Okay. Um, I used to rehearse what I needed to say before I made the call, and I used to be super nervous, even with like calling Domino's Pizza. I would have to
One
like
three
think, what the
hundred
hell am
triple
I
eight.
gonna say? Like,
Oh yeah.
how am I gonna word it? What was I supposed to order again? Oh god, I have to memorize that. So yeah, I used to totally. And now for work, I kind of like memorize sort of a script. So yeah, now it's
A
just for
what?
like
Sorry.
work purposes. Huh?
Okay. You memorize like a script.
Yeah, I memorize a script for like work because I have to call a lot of people on a daily basis, so a script helps. And then after I memorize
Hmm.
that script, like it just kind of becomes part of me and I feel a lot more natural.
Yeah.
And probably the reason why I had to rehearse before is because I guess I was like nervous, scared, had anxiety as a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Mike, ask the question. Hi, Chizika! Valentine's? Oh,
Hi,
I didn't do
Jessica.
anything.
Uh, I guess if anyone of our listeners would like to take a stab at answering any of the questions, they're welcome to, so we can perhaps all get to know each other.
Who is this guy?
Stuntman Mike.
LOL!
This is true. This is true. No, I totally 100% agree. If you guys have any interesting answers or any answers at all, honestly, or even if you just agree, like please feel free to like chime in. Anything you relate to, any of that kind of stuff. Stay halal, my brothers and sisters. Ameen, ameen, ameen. Halal like Ramly Burger. Let's go.
Mike, ask the question.
Okay. So the next question: what would constitute a perfect day for you? Come on,
What?
Lizara.
Huh?
Oh.
Me? It's supposed to be
Yes.
AJ.
Well, let's mix it up. Perfect day for
Okay,
you.
fine.
I agree. I agree.
Perfect day. Well, there's many different kinds of perfect days, so I'm just gonna like say a simple one that comes right from my head right now. Probably a day hanging out with my lover, watching TV, and oh, and it's raining outside, and we're like cozy, and we have like yummy food and cuddles. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Stuntman
Mike,
Mike, your
you-
turn.
Do you want to go next?
Uh, okay. Perfect day for me. Uh,
I can kind of guess.
okay. This is a minefield, but okay. Fishing. A good day fishing. Yep.
He said it.
Okay.
Yep. A good day
He
fishing.
said it.
Fishing?
Good friends. Good music. Good action on the sea. Perfect day. You know, it's not too hot. Yeah.
Hmm.
Fishing and nice dinner afterwards.
No
Yeah.
girls.
Oh yeah.
No. We're
Okay,
keeping
alright.
it halal. Remember?
Keeping it halal. Yes.
Like
I
as if
love it.
girls can't fish.
Uh, well, fishing trip is a fishing trip. It's not a date.
That is true.
Okay. So sentiments from Stuntman Mike.
A day out with the boys. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to take the time, Jumper Jack says a perfect day is when time stops. But then it wouldn't be a perfect day, right? If time stops, that's
It wouldn't be a
I guess
day.
no. So within that time, that space of time where time stops, what would you do in that? And Cheesy Carl says a perfect day is a day with Arabic food. Oh my
Yummy.
god,
I like that.
man, with a
Yeah.
kebab, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Gosh, over here in Australia, they have these things called halal snack packs, and it's basically gyro meat, so like kebab meat, shaved off, served on top of a bed of fries with sweet chili sauce and garlic sauce, and it's just like,
Oh.
I do love kebab.
Yeah.
oh. Anyway,
AJ,
what was the question again?
Perfect
what would
day.
constitute a perfect day for you?
I think a perfect day for me is a day that I spend creating change within the people. So I think like I don't know what would constitute the absolute perfect day, right? But I can imagine that my ideal perfect day would involves spending time with friends and the people that I care about. Doing something that we love doing together. And what do you call this? Like, I kind of like Mike, yeah, sharing a meal at the end of the day and just sort of, yeah, just sort of bonding, you know. I think for me, like for example, I think a day on set where I am directing my like a film that I wrote with crew that I picked who happen to be my friends. And then at the end of the day, we're like, yeah, job well done. We did it. And we all go home. Yeah, that's kind of ideal. Now, ideally at home, I'm gonna go a bit haram. I'd have somebody to bury my face in. But that's not. Look, hey, I mean cuddles, okay? I could have said something else, but no.
But it's interesting that your perfect day involves your work. I don't think many people would give the same answer. I mean, their
No.
answer wouldn't involve something at work. So it's interesting that you're doing something you like. At
Oh,
least.
well, yeah, that's the key, isn't it? If you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yes, that's true.
In saying
Well-
that, I was very specific about my scenario, which is, you know, like I need to be directing my own film, and it's a bit of a mess. But what do you call this? Like, if I have the right crew on board, then the day is gonna flow by smoothly. And I think I'm really into creating days of where I have that flow state. You know what I mean? Where it's like I've got things to do from morning to evening to night, and one thing sort of leads into the other with like a little bit of break in between. I feel like days like that give me a strong sense of purpose and drive. and that sort of brings the best out of me.
Yeah.
But that's just what I feel.
To add to my perfect day, if I could stream on top of all of that, it would still be perfect.
Sorry, what?
To add on
Can
top
you
of my
repeat that?
perfect day, if I
Uh-huh.
could stream on top of that, it will be still perfect.
Okay. Wow.
Next.
Yeah, I think Jumper Jack say everything you can have many perfect days in when time stands still. I guess that's true. You can stop time.
that is true.
You can
that
be
is
up to all sorts of fun.
The question still stands for you, though, Jumping Jacks. What would you do? Time stands still, sure, but does everybody else stand still as well? Would you just be one person walking by while other people are all frozen? Also, I would absolutely love to grill Ramly burgers. I'm not kidding. There's a vibe about the Ramly burger places, man. I was supposed to come back actually last week. Last week I was supposed to be back in Malaysia, but
Wait, what?
what do you call this? The Malaysian government hasn't really allowed entry just yet. So
People are gonna come into Malaysia come
Yeah.
March.
yeah, but I can't do it in March. So later.
Oh my god! You better come for my big event.
Sorry, what?
You better come for my big event.
Better. I'll think about it.
Okay. When did you last sing to yourself and to someone else? Director AJ.
Go ahead, Lazara. Hey, we changed the order, remember?
Hey. Okay, fine.
Come
When
on.
I last sang
gotta
to
do it. Yeah,
myself
there you go.
was today. And then when I last sang to someone else was on my stream maybe last week.
What
Your
songs do
turn.
you sing? When you sing to yourself.
Like really random stuff. I can't really remember. Sometimes it's like a fork and a spoon when I like have lunch, and then like I don't know, just random things.
Okay. Chizika
That's fair,
sings
that's
Lagu Raya. It's a bit early.
Suatu hari di hari raya.
Yeah.
I sing Shawarma Habibi all day. What? Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you know Shawarma Habibi? Do you know how it goes?
No.
Chizika, next time we'll get you to sing it for us on stream. And,
Yeah, we can.
I'll look up.
and then
I'll
Jumper
look it
Jack
up.
says, yeah.
I sing shawarma habibi all day. How does that go, I wonder?
Shawarma Habibi.
I want to hear him.
Makan everything. I don't know. What do you call this? Jumper Jack says, yeah, only me within the silence. Okay, all right. So it's just you. This is the ultimate like introvert answer over here. Leave me
Whoa.
alone. Let me have silence.
Hi, Fakrullah! Welcome to the stream.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, you guys. hi.
Hi. Hi, Fakrullah.
Okay,
What's
Sam
up?
and Mike.
Okay. When did I last sing to myself? Maybe in the
When
car.
did you last sing? Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when I'm sleepy and I have to drive long distance, so you just put something you like and sing. It helps me with the
That's
sleepiness.
fair.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the somebody else?
Oh no. I don't do that. Yeah.
You don't do that? No?
Yeah, I
Not
don't
at
do
all.
that stunt. Yeah.
That's the one stunt you don't do.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hummus is
Lazara,
haram
have
in
you,
Twitch.
have you heard that
No, I didn't get any hummus message. Maybe it just glitched.
Whenever any Foo Fighters
What?
songs get played, it
How much
jeopardize.
is-
Well, and
I sing a
I like
lot.
Nirvana.
I sing anything and everything. Mike,
Yeah.
check your messages.
Whenever any Foo Fighter songs get played. Oh heck yes! Jumper Jacks knows what's up. Hello, I've waited here for you ever long. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Okay, they're not guessing. Oh fuck me then. Okay.
Director AJ?
Huh? What? What?
When did you last sing to yourself and to someone else?
Literally 5 seconds ago.
Oh.
I sing on a daily basis, and to somebody else yesterday, yeah. I'm very thankful because a lot of my friends actually really like my voice, so I like. It's a bit of a blessing and a curse, but I do get to ask to perform for them quite often.
Yeah, that's cool.
And anytime they try to show me off to their friends, like their family members and all that kind of stuff, I'm just like, okay, this is gonna hurt my voice, and I need to save it for stream. But yeah,
You mean like my mom telling me to sing to my house guests?
oh, it's definitely not that annoying. Sorry, no, but my mom does the same thing as well, and it's just like, why don't you perform here, perform there? I'm just like, no. If I do it in front of people, then it takes away the specialty. Even though I do it on Twitch, which is really weird. But Twitch is the community that I've built. So it's different. You know what I mean? It's I'd like to think of Twitch as just me and 700 of my close friends. That's all it is.
No one likes my voice, including me. So generally, I don't sing to myself.
I think you have a good voice.
Wow. Hey.
I
How do you
actually
know?
think you
We
have a
haven't
good
heard it
voice.
yet.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like hearing my voice. So I only sing out loud when I'm alone. And
Okay.
only then, mostly when I'm driving, just to help. Have you heard of Studio 666? No, I haven't heard of that. What's
I
that?
have not actually.
The
What is
FF
that?
movie.
The Final Fantasy book? Which
The
Final
Fatal
Fantasy
Frame movie?
There's quite a few Final Fantasy.
The Final Fascination movie?
It's a Foo Fighters movie.
The Foo Fighters movie. Studio
Horror.
666.
Anything.
Oh
Musical.
no! I've never heard of it. No.
Oh,
I
this
don't know
is
what that is.
interesting. Members of the rock band Foo Fighters move into a mansion to record their 10th album. Once in the house, singer Dave Grohl finds himself grappling with supernatural forces. Okay,
Ooh,
that
creepy.
The heck.
yeah, that
This is
that
so weird. I
sounds-
love it.
Yes. I have to watch this.
What the heck? When did
Done.
it make that
Done.
movie?
It's coming out in 2022, so it's
Oh,
coming
it's
out
new.
like next week.
Oh, cool, cool. You have to do that
In
in,
the
your
US.
stream, AJ. You have to watch that.
I can't watch this movie in my stream.
There's a new whopper of a question.
Sorry?
Ooh,
There's a new question.
okay. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Uh,
Mike, why don't you go first?
I would choose to retain the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of my
Why?
life. Why? I I think your physical decline is something that's certain. You might still lose it until you're 90. You know, maybe you, but physically you will decline. That's a certainty. But so I'll roll the dice. I'll choose 30-year-old body and see whether I have dementia or not when I'm 90.
Same. I would have the 90-year-old like age, but a 30-year-old body.
Any particular reason as to why?
I'll be like really, really wise and really, really hot at the same time.
Okay, good answer.
I mean, yeah.
No, that's kind of honestly basically the same line that I was going down as well. It's like, you've got the wisdom of the 90-year-old, and yeah, I was thinking about whether dementia or Alzheimer's is going to be a thing, but in saying that, it's I think the physical decline is a lot more significant because I don't know, I'd like to go to the toilet by myself at age 90. That'd be nice, you know.
Yeah. Next question.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? No, I don't. I don't. I don't think. It's not something that I think about or comes to me. But so yeah, no. We have a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of talk about thoughts about how you will live. It's kind of like if you're poor. Oh, we all have an idea about what we're gonna do if we're rich, but we never think about what we're gonna do if we're poor. If you're rich, then you have all the plans. I'm gonna buy a yacht, and you have that plan set up in detail in your head. So no. I guess it's the same thing. I don't have an idea how I will die. How?
Okay. AJ? AJ, are you still there? I think he disappeared. AJ disappeared.
Yeah.
Did he
Jump
disappear
attack.
for you?
Yeah. It disappeared from me.
Oh, he's back. AJ, you're back. Can you hear us?
What happened?
You disappeared for a while, but you're back.
Yeah. Okay. I can hear you guys. Yeah.
So AJ, do you have a secret hunch about how you'll die?
Goofy. Goofy's cute. What do you call this? What was the question?
Do you have a hunch about how you're gonna die?
Do I have a hunch about how I'm gonna die? I do actually.
Did he disappear?
You do?
Come back, AJ.
Yeah, it's still gone.
Come back.
He's gone again.
I don't know where he went.
Yeah. Well,
He said he has bad internet. That could be the reason.
anyway, I think other people might have a hunch how I would die.
Really?
Yeah, especially people who think I'm gonna kill that guy.
Who?
I don't know if I have enemies.
Do you?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. So
You don't know if you have
Jumper
enemies.
Jacks would probably die in a goofy misadventure.
Trying to blame Unify. I don't know if they have Unify in Australia.
Yeah,
Dang it,
let's
where
blame
did he
them
go?
Anyway.
AJ gone. Do I have a secret hunch about how I'm gonna die? Could be through speeding. Possibly in my sports car. Yeah.
Sports car.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gonna be really, really, really fast. I'm gonna re-add AJ, people. A momento.
yes, Jennifer. AJ's in Australia, Melbourne, I think.
Okay, he's here. Hi, AJ.
Welcome back, AJ.
Oh, your audio is not around. I
Yeah.
just told them how I think or like have a hunch that I'm gonna die. It's probably through speeding in my sports car.
I heard you guys. Like I can still
Oh,
hear
okay,
everything
cool,
from you
cool,
guys. That's why I was like
That
talking,
kinda
and I'm like,
reminds me of
you guys can hear
Tyrion
me?
Lannister's
Like what?
No, I couldn't
answer.
hear you. What did you say?
I drink and I need
Nah, I said it. Kind of reminds me of Tyrion Lannister's answer. Said he hopes he's gonna die when he's 80 in his bed with a belly full of wine and his cock around a girl's mouth.
What
So,
the?
yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad way to go.
Are you?
Something like that.
That's a good way
Yeah.
to go.
Oh my. Yeah, I died in my sports car.
Mm.
Eh.
I'm not sure how I might. Honestly, I'm thinking. What do you call this? I do have an idea. I think I.
So,
am
AJ,
gonna
tell us
go
about your hunch.
Out. Hello. Can you guys
Yes,
hear me? Hello.
I can.
Hello. Hello.
I
Can
hear
you hear me?
Oh, I can't
Hello?
hear AJ.
I hear AJ. Oh, he
Oh.
doesn't have the new link.
You know what? You need to send
Okay.
Mike the new link.
You already sent it in our WhatsApp. Mike just needs to look at WhatsApp.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Mike, please check your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Okay, I can hear him.
I'll wait for. Okay, cool. All right. So I think if there was any way that I would be going out, for some reason I have it in my head that I'm gonna go out. Dying for a cause, I believe in. I'm not sure if it's someone or something, but that's either surrounded by family or dying for someone.
Is that your hunch? Or is that what you want?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That is a hunch, actually. That is a hunch. That is how I feel I'm gonna end up going.
That sounds so cinematic.
Yeah, well, I have been watching Blade Runner, so
Oh, that's the best way to go.
That's nice.
it's a good way to go. I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
best way to go.
Okay, next question. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. So your partner means all of us.
Oh,
We like movies.
Did you say
We-
movies
we
or
do. We
boobies?
love-
I think we like
Movie-
boobies.
well,
True,
we do like
true.
boobies, all three,
We do
yeah.
like boobies.
Yeah. Both can
We
work.
like movies and boobies.
movies and boobies.
Uh-oh.
One more
Uh,
thing.
If it's the three of us, all right. I was about to go like yes, yeah. Oh, we love
Mike
conversation.
needs to finish.
All three of us.
Uh, 3 things. I'm not sure what else.
One more.
Games. We do
You
like
like
games.
games.
Yeah.
Mhm. True.
Cool, cool, cool.
And the third one, I'm not sure, Arabic food. I
I
think
do like
all
it.
of us
Oh,
like it.
oh.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
AJ, your turn.
This is literally the exact same three answers we've been talking about, you fool. We're giving six. We're gonna give 9 answers, really?
Yes, that's the point.
Okay. In that case, I'm taking my answer, which is boobies, and I'm taking my answer. I'm taking my answer.
He disappeared. You disappeared. What did you say? Boobies?
Oh god. I'm taking my boobies back. I'm taking my conversation back.
Ooh, conversation. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And let's see, what do we all have in common? We're all Malaysian.
Yeah, I thought of that too. My turn.
Go ahead.
Number 1 is that we all speak English very well. Number 2 is that we have the same wavelength in terms of the mind. Number 3 is that we're all good looking.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Mike and I don't know.
Yeah. I think AJ is good looking. Probably not me.
All 3 of us
Oh.
are cute.
Oh, thanks. Man.
Yeah, like I said, you look like Kim Tail from Sun Garden. Yeah. See, yeah. Now even more.
Malu already, malu already.
I heard it as movies. He didn't say movies, but I heard boobies. So we ended up using boobies. Yes, AJ's in Australia. Okay, next question. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? I'll answer first. My mind.
Explain.
Oh, have to? Okay. Well, my mind is a very fascinating place. Sometimes it goes kaput, but a lot of times it comes up with like a lot of ideas. It has really good imagination, so I have really good dreams at night. And also I daydream a lot in the day, and it ends up being pretty good as well. And then it comes up with like really good ways to learn things, and yeah, I just really like the ideas that constantly come. Also, my brain is kind of ADHD, and it's helpful a lot of the time, and sometimes it's not helpful at all.
Okay, my turn. Most grateful for probably health. I know it's a boring answer, but it's something that you do take for granted. It's like,
Oh, it's huge.
yeah, I mean, you don't miss it until it's gone, and when it's gone, you start to think how you realize how important it is. So yeah, health.
Cool.
Health. True. True.
What do you mean harami salami?
You heard me.
AJ?
I am thankful. What was the specific question again? What is one thing you're thankful for?
No. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? See you, Jumper Jacks.
About myself?
In your life. Anything.
Okay. Okay. I would say what I feel the most grateful for is that despite despite um, how do I put this in a way? Uh, I think I'm just thankful for the opportunity to live to live life. You know what I mean? That despite everything that sort of happened, um, I think any one of us could have taken a turn worse off. One small mistake here, and suddenly your entire life gets thrown away, and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
thankful to still be around and to still uh, have the chance to make the mistakes. Also, buy jumper jacks. I hope you look after yourself, friend. Catch you next time. Yeah, so I'm just thankful to be around. I'm thankful to be around. I'm thankful to still be experiencing life, and thankful that like I'm grateful that I get the chance to make more memories. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes the line that separates between, good life and a bad one is just so thin, and you could easily just slip to the other. And definitely, I've had many instances where it could have gone the other way and end up badly. I mean, it's
Could have,
just,
huh?
yep,
So
there's
it didn't.
so many things. It didn't, could
Oh.
have, and it could make a huge difference.
Whoa. I've been past that line.
Whoa.
Yeah. Upside down kind of life.
What do you call this?
Yes.
What was the line? Sorry.
The line
What line?
between having a good or decent life or like a really bad one.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. I done been through that.
What's that like?
My internet is
Well,
dying
basically,
so
your whole
badly.
life's course changes like completely. Like, let's say we're supposed to live in a different country, have a different education, marry specific people, but like everything changes after the thing happens. So you don't get to do those things. Instead, you do other things. It's a different pathway altogether.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
for the rest of your life.
and my question for you and Mike is that what are without getting into too much details, what are some of those junctions that could have easily taken you on another route?
Okay. So when I did my degree, I think that's one of the major ones. I'm I missed one of my exams.
Lol.
I didn't wake up.
Ooh.
So that was the third time I was repeating that paper, and that was the final paper that I need to get my degree. And I overslept
Right.
and I didn't wake up for the exam. But I passed. There's a computer glitch.
Oh.
I imagine. I don't know. I don't know why exactly, but that's my suspicion. It's a computer glitch, and
Okay.
so yeah.
Maybe it's like different dimension shit.
So if I didn't, if it wasn't for that glitch, I wouldn't have gotten my degree, and my life would be completely different.
Is it my turn? I don't know. AJ? AJ?
What? No, I'm asking the question.
I'm asking you, is it my turn?
Oh, yes, it is your turn.
Lol. Okay. So, how my life could have been completely, absolutely different. I'm sorry for the camera glitch, but you can still hear me nicely, right?
Yeah, can.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, where did I go? Okay, there. Um, if my dad hadn't passed away, my brother would have had a completely different personality. I would have studied overseas instead of locally. I
Mhm.
maybe I would have been married by now. Yeah, just I'd probably be living in a completely different place. And my mom probably would have lived a completely different life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've been past that point. AJ, what about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
Hmm. There have absolutely been like quite a few junctions. I'm trying to think of like particular ones. I don't think I think of like I think about it as like really big decisions. Although if I had to say there was one would absolutely be me going to Australia, I think, for that first time. But that relies on other people's junctions. I'm trying to think of a decision that I made specifically or was a result of my actions or something like that. Um, um,
I thought
yeah,
of
you know, I
another
think
one.
for simplicity, what's that?
I'm sorry. You
Tell
finish.
us.
I have ADHD.
No, no, no. Sorry. No. Maybe yours might give me a little bit of inspiration. Tell me yours.
Okay. So how my life could have been completely different if I had chosen a different course to study and listen to my gut and my heart rather than trying to please my parent. I could have chose something that I would still be working on today, and I would be like a professional of until today. But instead, I chose something that I didn't truly believe for myself. I tried to, I wanted to, but I didn't truly. Yeah, that's another one.
Okay, I think I've got
I see
one.
Mike
I think
nodding.
I've got one. So, when I was, ooh, did OBS just die for you?
It's
Or is that my
working.
internet dying?
I hear you.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Okay, sorry. So, when I was pretty young, I'm talking maybe to 12, 11, 12 years old, something like that. I was rolling with these kids who weren't necessarily, what do you call this? Who weren't necessarily the top of the. They look they were a little bit on the rowdy side, you know. They weren't uh they weren't necessarily bad people, but they were definitely heading in the wrong direction. And for some reason, I don't know why they decided to say it that day, right? But they invited me. I hung around people. I was fresh. I was a fresh kid in a new town. I was just trying to make friends, right? um and what do you call this? And they were inviting me. Let's go to the shopping mall that's nearby. This was after school. I was in cutting class or anything like that. And for some reason, right? For some reason, as I was crossing a little they were on the other side of a drain. You imagine the school's on one side, the drain's on the I mean the road is on the other side. In between is this little rickety bridge, right? This little metallic industrial style bridge. Um and for some reason, the way they said it that day, really dramatic, really weird. I'm not sure if they were fucking with me or not, but basically they were like, they invite me, hey, do you want to go to a shopping mall nearby? And I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll come along. I don't know how long my mom's gonna be, but I'll go for a little bit at the very least. And for some reason, just as um I was getting onto that street, right? Also hi, Righto. Just as I was getting onto that bridge, uh, they said, "Hey, we need to let you know. As soon as you cross this bridge, you will be known as gangster."
Why? Thanks for life.
Because their entire everybody that was there was basically gangster, and 90% of them are dropouts. Not dropouts. They look they've actually done jail time and all that kind of stuff right now.
Whoa.
So out of all of them, maybe one of them turned out to be pretty decent. And I ran into him a couple of years after high school, and he was like, I felt real bad about the things and stuff. He turned out to be a nice guy. Let's just say that. I don't want to be too specific about things, but basically, I don't know. Like at that point, like my mom actually came to pick me up, and I'm like, oh, my mom's here, gotta go, bye bye. But
Gangster.
that
That's so
decision,
gangster.
that, yeah, I know, right? No, but that decision to sort of symbolically kind of not go down the same path that they're going down, I think that was echoed in the years to come as well. I feel like after a while we sort of drifted apart because they kept going down that same metallic path, and I kept staying in school. I suppose I was a good boy. I wasn't always a good boy, but I was definitely not going down their path. So Gangster Bridge, very very interesting,
Right?
Yeah,
Gangsta
yeah.
Bridge? That's so funny. And also, whoa, you could like make a movie out of that.
You could. I like yeah.
Sliding
I don't know,
doors.
maybe one day.
Have you guys heard of that?
Ooh,
No?
what's that?
It's a movie. It's um, I think it's a '90s movie. Gwyneth Paltrow was in it, and
Ooh.
she was on the tube, and I think she
Mhm.
missed the door of the tube closes when she tried to get in. So
Right.
that's the sliding door, and it shows
Yeah.
what her life could be if she could had gotten into the train, and or something
Right.
like that. So there's a lot of sliding doors moments.
So it's like a what if kind of movie, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. It's like it could play out completely
Oh.
differently. Many different ways.
Peter Howitt.
I would watch that.
Nice. He also did Johnny English.
Rowan Atkinson. Okay, he's a genius.
Anyway,
Let's go ahead with the next question. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? AJ.
question from chat. Raito is asking, "How are you guys?"
Ah,
We're
Sorry,
good.
what was
Good.
that?
Thank you, Raito.
thank you. Right, we're just chatting and we're doing the 36 questions that to ask to fall in love. And, yeah.
Also, someone from YouTube, Cream Pie Lars, wanna know what they said?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
It's so funny. They're like, do you feel somewhat responsible since your people made COVID happen? I said, I'm Malaysian Malay, lol. And then they said, oh yeah, but isn't that really close to China? And I'm like, no,
So,
lol. The heck?
Did this actually happen to you? What the heck?
On YouTube, like, just.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Okay, next question. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Stuntman Mike.
I'm not sure. I think
Searching face.
yeah, I'm not pretty sure. I think we had a pretty good childhood.
Well, good for you.
I mean, it is what it is.
Damn.
So I don't think I want to change anything. I mean, it's not good all the time, but I think I end up alright. So I guess I wouldn't change anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You're pretty good.
AJ,
I'm gonna ask you first, Lazara.
stop deflecting.
Touchy.
Probably I would simply want to be as like a little child girl. I want to be treated with a lot more respect. Like, treat me like I have my own thoughts and feelings and autonomy so that I could grow and, I don't know, have the chance to like grow and be better and learn more. And like, as opposed to, you know, how parents always are treating us like we don't have feelings or they know best, but really sometimes we know better for ourselves. AJ.
I wouldn't change a single thing.
Same?
And it's not because it wasn't because I had a particularly great upbringing. No, in fact, it was actually rather shit. But I am a firm believer in I am who I am because of what I've been through.
That's true.
And if whatever happened got me to where I am over here, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm not perfect, but I don't really like to reflect on the past and think I could have done better, or you know, like I don't pine events that would have happened, unless you're talking about video games. In that case, yes, Metal Gear Solid 5, I wish it had come out the way it was supposed to instead of being released like a half-finished fucking game. I'm still so pissed off about it. It's been 7 years. It's been 7 years, and I will not stop raging about it. But other than that, life is what you get. You know, like, and it's up to us to sort of make the best out of it. And that's how I genuinely feel about it. So
Cool. And the reason why I do look back or reflect is for improvement in the future. If I were to have my own kids, I would know what not to do and what I would have wanted.
yeah,
Yeah, I like just like
yeah,
improving things over time. So you always need a reference.
Mm.
Next question.
Can we skip the question? Can I choose a question?
But I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, but we're running out of time, and I think that's some of the questions that I really like to ask you guys.
Ooh. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. Yeah, I think we can skip that one.
Lol.
Okay. 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
Zara.
Uh, one quality or ability. Like real life ability or like
Anything,
superhero
anything.
level ability.
Anything. It can be superhero level.
Okay. Probably the ability to instantly charm people to get whatever I want.
Hi.
There's a way you do that. It's called. There's a way you do that. It's called OnlyFans.
Lol. Director AJ?
I think in a practical sense, I would either have like telekinesis or teleportation or flight or something that gets me from point A to point B real quick.
I like that.
Yeah.
Or you know what? I can take people, like we used to ask this ourselves these questions all the time in what do you call this, in high school, right? And my answer was always the power to absorb all powers. So
Cheat answer.
hey, if Peter Petrelli can have that, I can have it too.
Mike?
I want to be Professor X. Yeah,
Ooh.
I think he has the best power.
Mind reading,
Why?
mind controlling, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Why?
because then you can control everything. You can control everything and everyone.
Have you seen Logan? Stuntman, right?
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant movie.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
it's
one.
great. It's really amazing. It's one of the only look. Before I owned a PlayStation 4 or Blu-ray player, I bought the Blu-ray of Logan just so I can have the black and white copy of the movie, right?
See.
But have you considered having those kind of mind powers could be dangerous, especially if you roll the dice and get dementia.
Okay, okay. It's bad for other people, I guess. Not
Wow.
necessarily for me.
Wow.
Screwed up.
Okay.
No, but I love Logan. There's not many good X-Men movies, but that one was brilliant.
I agree. So
Mhm.
good.
Ready for the next one?
All right, that's set 2 right now, and we're only 12 questions in. Mike, what was one of the questions you did want to ask us? How many questions would we be skipping if we did?
We can just. We don't need to go in order. We can
Okay.
just maybe choose what we would like to ask.
I like to ask all.
What?
Okay,
Okay.
if a
you choose
crystal
one.
ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
I can quick fire this answer real quick. The nature of the universe. There you go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What does that mean, AJ?
Life, religion, existence, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Ooh.
I can tell, I can give an answer. It's kind of similar to AJ. I basically want to know the truth about everything that happens when people die.
Okay,
Okay.
so my answer is not as deep, but maybe there's
Mhm.
certain decisions that I want to make, and I want to know whether it's the right one. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be your future that you reckon.
Yeah.
Mm. Cool.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Very practical.
Question?
Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead, Lazara.
Okay, I'll question. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Me. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, and I haven't done it because I'm too much of a perfectionist, and that sucks.
But you have done it, right? I think you
I
have.
just started sort of doing it last week. But it's not like to the point that you really consider a YouTuber. A YouTuber kind of uploads consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Mike,
Maybe stop smoking.
Oh yeah.
why haven't you done it?
It's good. It's good shit.
It's good.
How is it
Yeah,
good?
it's really good shit.
Why?
I know. It's an addiction, I guess.
AJ?
What do you call this? I would probably wanna. Gosh, I'd wanna go seek out professional Hollywood crews. I'd wanna like try working on like a proper US set. Oh, actually, you know what? What else is? Let me just double check the question and see if I'm reading it right. Something I'm doing for. You know what? Yeah. I think it would be that. Like, I want to work on an American set.
Like
or,
Netflix?
You know, on a commercial film that's gonna make a big bank, like like Netflix, like Hollywood, like something like that. I think what's stopping me is there's actually quite a few things that's stopping me right now. My physical capabilities are not what they used to be anymore, and so I need to, what do you call this? I'm working on losing weight right now and just getting myself back to physical shape. You know, after COVID and all that kind of stuff. And finances, I'd say. I really wanted to go to Hollywood and what do you call this? And maybe stay there for a little bit, see if I can crew on some local stuff. But yeah, again, that's a finances issue. Ouch.
Okay. My already answered. Okay. Next question. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? AJ.
A couple of things I can actually say. Surviving my childhood and not and coming out the way that I did, I think is a massive accomplishment. I lost 40 kilos last year
Whoa.
in the span of 6 months, and
Oh,
so
that's
that's a
amazing.
massive accomplishment as well.
Ooh.
Thank you. Yeah. Hopefully many more coming this year. But yeah, I did kind of let myself go a little bit.
Mike.
I'm still employed, so I guess that's an accomplishment.
That's massive.
Yeah. Other than that,
You want to know what's mine?
yes.
Surviving life until now.
Yeah.
Yeah, staying alive.
Ah, 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 ah.
What do you value most in a friendship? AJ?
What do I value most in a friendship? Emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
That's just one thing, right?
Yeah. The most. The most test.
The most, the mostest. Yeah. I value the most emotional maturity and just the ability to just sort of connect in things.
That's good. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I guess a connection that you have. It can be something you have in common, something you like in common, something you hate in common. Yeah, that connection.
Interesting. What do I value most? Right off the top of my head, it's just kindness.
Ooh, that's true.
It's like emotional
Mhm.
intelligence, totally. I think I value emotional intelligence the most in like a romantic relationship. And then
That is true.
kindness the most in friendship.
That's true. I think kindness is underrated. People don't
Mhm.
put that high enough.
No, I think well, like most of my what do you call this? Like friendships, all we just nag the shit out of each other. Like honestly, like kindness is nice, but banter. Oh yes, that banter is
Yeah.
incredibly important for me as well. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
but this is like
unkind.
the most that you put value on.
Oh, then you copycat.
I like
Okay.
banter too, but it's not something that's
It's the
necessarily
most
unkind.
valuable,
Yeah,
right?
Mm,
it's what you do. That's
Yeah.
the
yeah,
dynamics of your friendship.
Friends banter,
yeah,
but like the quality that like the few have, that's special.
yeah.
Next question. What is your most treasured memory? AJ?
Lazara, do you want to go first? I'm trying to think of my memories. I'm repressing my past a lot.
Whoa. um treasured. What is my most treasured? That's hard. Like that's hard. Mike, do you have one?
Uh, hmm. I'm not sure.
Like
Yeah, that's kind of hard one.
I don't know if it's like the most treasured, but like both have to do with my dad. I'll just tell you both. One of it is like real life where I'm hanging out with him in front of the TV watching a show that only we understand and laughing. And I was a kid. The second one is in my dream. I was flying across the beach with my dad, and he told me to take care of the family. Yep, those are the two.
Mike?
Uh, I don't know. I'm not sure what memories do I treasure most. I don't think I have a memory that I go back to and think about.
You know what? I think for you, it's fishing.
Yeah, maybe. Um, could be.
What was there a particular moment in fishing where you were like, you know, um, yeah, like some a time that was different from the other times that you've spent with your friends?
I caught a
You
tuna
caught-
once,
Oh yeah.
and
Tuna.
my fishing rod broke into two,
Yeah. Damn.
and the fishing line also broke,
Whoa.
and we still caught the fish. It's
What?
almost
Damn.
impossible, but that was kind of interesting. Yeah, but I
That's
wouldn't say
huge.
it's a treasured memory. But I don't really, I think, look, look to the past or remember the past.
Mm. Mm.
AJ?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I think the best memories are the ones you make forward, or whatever, the ones you are about to make, I guess. But in saying that, yeah, I do have a lot of very fond memories uh, of my dad in particular as well, and the lessons that he's taught me over the brief amount of time that we got to spend together. I say brief because at this point, I've spent more time with him dead than him alive, right? So like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of one of those sad things that you think about. But yeah, so there's one in particular where the culture that we were raised in. It's what do you call this? There was I was very young, and my father always taught me to, anytime we passed like a graveyard or something like that, right? He always said, be sure to greet the graveyard and the people who are resting in the graveyard, right? And so I made it sort of a habit to do that kind of thing. Anytime I pass by the graveyard, I give it a bit of a greeting, and then there was once where we were passing a graveyard, and I gave the greeting, and then I realized that that greeting was from a different religion, and I'm like, oh no, oops, my bad, what did I do? Oh gosh, no, I'm so sorry. And it's like, no, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what religion you are, and it just it's always good to pay respect, and that stuck with me in my head for the longest time. And what do you call this? I think it's really sort of been quite influential in the way I view religion as a whole in general these days. I think, yeah,
Yeah, I think he has a point. Respect is respect.
respect is respect. Absolutely.
But I guess for me, I tend to remember the bad memories that kind of sticks to your head, and you feel that comes out all the time, but not the good ones.
That's fair. No, I think human beings are quite prone to negative emotion rather than positive emotion, right? So,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, for
I think
real.
it's human beings in general have a predisposition to to just having the negative emotions stick harder.
And
But
also hit harder than happy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
um,
But isn't there just like one memory that you think about a lot that kind of gives you a decent feeling?
how about no, so Mike doesn't think back a lot, right? So like, how about the memory that every once in a while, when it pops into your head, it makes you smile and makes you remember the good old times?
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I was in boarding school, so that was.
Oh.
Sometimes I think about those days. Yeah, it's not
Oh,
always fun, but
And
school time.
any
yeah.
particular memory from boarding school, like a friend you had or a experience you shared?
Just boarding school life, and I think it's not really. Oh well, I suppose it's a bad memory also because I quit boarding school when I was 15, and I kind
Right.
of regret that decision. So I guess that's why that one sticks.
Why did you quit?
Um, yeah, I didn't. Wasn't doing particularly well. You can't leave me alone. I'll be up to all sorts of stuff.
You mean naughty stuff?
Yeah.
I am so curious right now. Yeah, you better tell me about it sometime.
It's not in the list of questions, unfortunately.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Question 18 is, what is your most terrible memory?
Oh, you've got answers for that, don't
Oh,
you?
damn. Damn. I should have seen that question before I said what I said. Oh, man. Terrible memory. I guess that's a lot. Whenever, whatever, you were humiliated or something, that tends to stick. Something happens that you feel humiliated about or ashamed. Yeah.
Mhm.
Any time in particular for you?
Um. Hang on. Ah. Nothing comes to mind. I guess a lot of it has to do with stuff at work. Sometimes you say silly things, or you did particular work badly and things like that.
Right.
AJ?
A bad memory of mine.
The most terrible memory.
The most.
Yeah,
Terrible
according to the
memory.
question.
I'm repressing a lot of that shit, so I'm trying not to think about it. In recent memory, I got kicked off a set for doing my job.
For doing your job.
For doing my job, basically. Uh, I don't want to get into too many specifics, but the production was a bit of a mess. Um, and there wasn't really any respect on set in terms of the way things were supposed to be handled, right? So it what do you call this? Basically, like my job as an assistant director in that regard, right, is to make sure the set keeps flowing and to keep time check and make sure everybody's pushing towards the goal of finishing on time, right? But when the people there, I was a bit younger at the time, I didn't necessarily know. I knew how to keep things going, but there were times where I don't think I sort of projected authority as much as I should have. Um, but I try not to blame myself too much for that. The point of the matter is that I got kicked off of that set for trying to keep things going. But there were certain people that were sort of higher up, um, who didn't want their egos bruised, who were constantly sort of pushing back, who were telling me one thing and then to the rest of the crew laughing about it and sort of making fun of that thing. So it was rather unprofessional the way they acted. um
And
so
mean.
I
Yeah.
yeah, very mean. So like at some point it was like, if you're not happy with this, you can leave. I will say thank you for all your help. um and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I think at that point I was just like, I recognized that my value was a lot more than what they were giving me for. So I kind of, I agreed to shake hands and get out. Yeah. That was a bad memory. That was one of the worst memories in recent history, because I remember one of my close friends, who was also a part of the production crew at that point. We've worked with that crew for many years, right? But we were basically like, I was chased out, and he was utterly disrespected, right? So his opinion was just sort of invalidated, and it brought both of us to um to grown ass men, kind of to tears a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. um I didn't know how to respond to it, to be completely honest with you. And I'm not calling people out. I think that the crew, they're very successful right now, and they've improved their ways and all that kind of stuff. um so I'm not calling people out specifically, but what do you call this, it's still one of those things that really sticks with me. uh yeah. Sorry, it was a bit of a long one.
No.
Interesting. Did Mike answer?
Yes, I did. Your turn, Liz.
What was your answer, Mike?
Um, well, basically things that happens at work, you really
Oh.
that when you screw up publicly, things like
Yeah.
that tends to stick.
I can't pinpoint what's my most terrible memory. I have a lot of really terrible memories. Maybe I'll just name one. When my mom broke my PS1 CDs. That's terrible.
You know.
You guys,
What was terrible?
Question.
Sorry.
when my mom broke my PS1 CDs. PlayStation 1.
Oh. Ooh.
Ouch.
Right.
My poor games.
Yeah, that's definitely an ouch, honestly.
Yeah.
You guys, are you enjoying yourselves with these questions and answers?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
So far, so
myself.
good.
I'm
learning-
learning,
I'm learning
a
about
lot
you
of
guys.
stuff.
Yeah,
lot about
I feel
you
like I'm
guys.
getting closer to both of you.
So does it-
would you agree to like continuing this whole question thing in like the next podcast?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah. I know. I think there's
Okay.
a lot
Yeah,
of
part two.
questions
Part
to
two of the
go.
questions.
Yeah, because there's like
That
a
is true.
lot.
Yeah, and I think it gets more real, more.
Yeah, it
deeper you
gets
go.
realer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I froze. AJ, say stuff.
Uh huh. What am I supposed to say? Stuff?
What am I supposed to say stuff? I don't know.
No, legit. I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I forgot. What did I just say, Mike?
Um, that you feel closer to each of us from the
I
questions
feel
and that.
close from you guys. I mean, with you guys. And also, I would be interested to continue this in another podcast if you agree.
I would agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nice to.
Let's do it next
You
week.
guys like gotta
something.
go?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have something. in a bit.
Aw. Okay. Well, it does look like it's time to end our episode 1 right here. We'll save the other questions in the next podcast.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for
Thank-
joining me, you guys. I had so
Thanks,
much fun.
AJ. Thanks.
Thank
Jess.
you.
And thanks everyone
Thanks,
who
you too.
dropped by.
And yeah.
And people also watch the VOD, you know?
Yeah. And I want to
People
watch
watching the
the
VOD too.
Foo Fighters movie. Definitely gonna watch that.
That is interesting.
Me too.
Yeah.
Movie night. Movie night.
When's your last movie night, AJ?
My movie. I haven't done a movie night in a long time. Pre-December.
I know. So long.
Yeah. I've just been tired moving and all that kind of stuff.
Well, one of us is bound to have one. Any last words?
Yeah, at some point.
Any last words?
Thanks for listening. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for coming to the podcast and for being on stream for the first time, Stuntman Mike.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, people.
Woo!
Bye.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.